minsan ba napapansin mong parang si client is tinuturing ka lang isang utusan? Gusto mo bang maging pinagkakatiwalaang advisor instead? Ano kaya ang sikreto? Kasi ang ibang freelancers, they get to achieve advisor status versus some freelancers, they're only relegated to becoming task doers. Keep watching kasi in this video, ituturo ko sa iyo ang mga sikreto kung paano mo may position ang sarili mo na isang trusted advisor and become a successful partner for your client with 5 simple strategies. So if you're ready, grab your pen, grab your paper, and tara na, let's get started. So many freelancers stuck doing tasks that sometimes feels like it consumes their soul. Although some tasks are essential, there's also a part of the freelancer that feels they're being ignored for any insights or values that they may have to share with the clients. Now, this challenge exists because of a few things. The first one is that there's lack of strategic input in client projects. Second is that there's limited communication that builds trust and recognition. And then finally, there's no clear positioning of your expertise in your field. But with all that said, having the right approach can transform your task-based role into a trusted advisor role that can be beneficial to the client and to yourself in the long term. So let's break down how. Here are the 5 steps. Step number 1, listen. Step number 2, propose. Step number 3, educate. 4, follow up. And 5, innovate. Let's unpack it. Number 1, listening. So trusted advisors flip the script, right? Instead of immediately coming at the client with a waterfall of ideas or reasons why you should be working together, the first step you should be taking, asking the right questions and actively listening in order to understand what the client truly needs. The second step, propose. After you've actively listened and understood the client needs, you can then offer a strategic solution that aligns with the objectives. This way, you're able to customize your approach to the problem instead of just offering generic advice that might not be considered, right? The third step is educate. This is when you want to share relevant industry trends that you've observed, that you've tested out, that may also apply in this situation. So if you haven't done it yet, but you've seen some studies or marketing ideas that may apply to it, share it. If you have experience in the past that also aligns to what you're currently trying to achieve, share it. This is when you want to educate the client of what can be done with what you've seen so far, sharing your insights. Step 4 is follow up. So after you've listened and provided customized insights and educated the client, what you want to do is know that the ball is moving forward. So follow up on the initiative, circle back, see if something you could do now or do in the future, table it, put a time frame to it. Important thing is you're following up, showcasing that it's a long-term ongoing initiative. And then the last one is innovate, where you continuously show improvements, suggesting new ideas and new angles and new things to try out as you're building up in achieving that main goal. Now, there's a reason why doing these 5 steps works. The first thing is it builds deeper trust and rapport with clients. So by doing each and every step, you're stacking the value proposition that you're delivering to clients, and you're not just seen as somebody that does base a task, but also innovates, follows up, and then keeps improving on the task that's given. Second thing is you're positioned as a valuable team member and not just a simple service provider. So again, not just being relied on for a single task, but your ongoing insights and ideas on how to improve the overall project. And finally, it leads to long-term client loyalty that then results in increased business opportunities for both you and the clients. All right, so by adopting these 5 steps, you will find yourself being a trusted advisor and someone who is indispensable to the clients. Okay, so let's take it to the real world. Let's say you're interacting with a client and you're task-oriented, just doing what you're told. A client might say something like, just do what I ask, please. And then you respond and say, sure, I'll get right to it. Now, that's something that you could say first, but don't end there, right? Instead, what you can say is, absolutely, Mr. Client, I'll get right to it. And also, I've identified a few key aspects where we can improve the results. Can we discuss this to identify how we can proceed and get the best outcome? And then the client might then respond and think, wow, this freelancer is proactive. And if he's a good client, he might appreciate your insights and also spend that time to unpack those with you and see how else it can help. And in that example, you can see how although you'll still do the task and you'll still confirm to doing the task, you now also position yourself as a strategic advisor instead of just a simple task doer. All right, so challenge time. Here's what I want you to do. This week, identify a client interaction where you could implement the 5-step approach. Share your experiences down in the comments below and let us know, let the community know if these 5 steps or 5 strategies help you in any way in improving your client relationships, turning you from a task doer to a trusted advisor. Okay, so before you hop off and do that, one last thing. There's a few secret phrases that allows you to keep clients for years. And if you're interested in learning those phrases and applying them in your freelance journey in order to develop long-term, high-value relationships with the right type of clients, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell, because in the next video, I'm going to share with you the secret loyalty phrases that makes clients want to keep you for years on end. And it's going to be a true game changer for the right types of clients and the right types of freelancers who are able to pull it off. So thanks again for hanging out. And until then, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.